We are going to start with Unit 1 of a supplementary reader, that is Vistas, and the name of the lesson is The Third Level, written by Jack Finney. Now, what does this word, the third level, refer to? The third level, it refers to a subway of the Grand Central in New York, which was supposed to take people to Galesburg, Illinois of 1894. And for Charlie, the third level of the station, it was a medium of escape from the harsh realities of the modern life. Actually, this third level, it is a imaginary place for Charlie where he could combine both fantasy and reality. Actually, he was feeling very insecure in his world in which he was living. And so, in order to be away from, or in order to escape from that insecurity, that stress, he wanted to live in a world of fantasy, an imaginary world. And so this third level was an imaginary world for Charlie. Now, as the story progresses, we realize that his accidental arrival at the third level, it was an imaginary, and he bought old currency, but he could never find the third level again because it actually didn't exist. Now, the people like Charlie's grandfather, they didn't have that type of life. Their life was very peaceful and very happy. They were enjoying their life. There was no stress in their life, and as a result, they didn't had to escape from their world. They lived in their old world, which was full of happiness. While Charlie's world, it is full of insecurity, stress, fear, and so in order to escape from me, he also want himself to get engaged in the stamp collection activity. Now, Charlie, he was an 31 years and he was wearing a tan gabardine suit and a straw hat with a fancy band. Now, he was wearing a tan gabardine. Gabardine means it's a durable, smooth and soft cotton cloth. So the suit which he was wearing, it was made up of a small, durable, smooth and soft cotton cloth, and he also had a straw hat with a fancy band on his head, and he was just passing by at the Grand Central one night, and when he was passing, there many dozen of men just looking like him. They were also passing just across. They were just passing by him, and he wasn't trying to escape from anything. He just wanted to get home to meet his wife, Louisa. Now, according to him, modern life was full of insecurity, stress and fear, and so the people, they were always looking for some escape, and they resort to some leisure time activities or hobbies so that they could balance the dullness of their life and to pass the time in a very fruitful and a pleasant manner. Modern life, as I told, according to Charlie, modern life was full of insecurity, stress and fear, and so the people, they were always looking for some escape. Now, Charlie, he talks to his psychiatrist friend Sam about the third level that he found. His friend Sam called it a waking dream to fulfill the wish. And Charlie also, he collected stamps as a temporary refuge from the reality. So to be away from the life of stress and insecurity, Charlie used to collect the stamps, which was only a temporary refuge from this modern reality. Now, Charlie, as I told you, he was just living in the third level. He was living in an imaginary world. Now, Louisa was worried about what happened to Charlie at the third level, so she didn't want him to look for the third level anymore. Charlie tried to find the third level again, but after a while he stopped and went back to stamp collection. Now Charlie collected first day covers, and among his oldest ones he found an envelope which contained a letter and bore the address of his grandfather. And it was written on July 18th, 1894. Now Charlie collected first day covers, and among his oldest ones he found an envelope which contained a letter and bore the address of his grandfather, and it was written July 18, 1894. The postmark showed the picture of President Garfield. Usually the first day covers had blank papers in them, but this one had a letter which was addressed to him. In the letter, Sam had informed Charlie that he was living on the third level. He had also invited Charlie and his wife to keep looking for the third level as life was worth living there. They checked that Sam had bought $800 worth of old style currency from the store where Charlie bought $300 worth old style currency. Now when they came to know that their psychiatrist friend Sam, had reached there and was leading a peaceful life in Galesburg, they had proved that the third level was still there, and both husband and wife went looking for it every weekend. They also bought old currency to travel at the third level. In the story, there is an intersection of time and space. The first two levels of the Grand Central Station were in the present, while the third existed in the 1890s. Now, Charlie and his wife lived in the present moment, yet they rushed to get old currency and to buy the tickets to go to Galesburg of 1894. The old architecture witnessed by Charlie on the third level was different from the modern architecture on first and the second level. Now the people on the first and the second level, they were dressed like him, but the people on the third level, they were dressed in the clothes of 1890s. So that is why it is called an imaginary world, because the people those in the third level, they were dressed as if though they were the people who belonged to 1890s. The newspaper, The World, that Charlie saw with a vendor on the third level was dated June 11th, 1894, and this overlapped with his real-time existence and world. And also the letter mailed by his psychiatrist friend Sam was mailed to Charlie's grandfather on 18th July, that is 1894, and is received by Charlie in the present. So this is only an imagination, an illusion. It cannot be a reality that the letter which was written by a grandfather on 18th July in the year 1894, it was received by Charlie right now. The story proves that illogical thinking may not be useless, as it could have a large bearing on the future projections. Now, fantasies which were considered far-fetched may become reality in the present or future. Whatever we are just imagining, maybe it may come true in the present or in the future. It wouldn't be incorrect to say that a time may come when the railway stations would be fitted with a time machine that would make people travel into different time zones, which is possible. So, see, all of the people, those who are dreaming or they are saying the dream, they try to fulfill it, isn't it? And if the dreams are fulfilled, they try to fulfill them. That means everything is possible. Whatever we dream can be possible, maybe in present or in the future. Now in this lesson, this third level, it as I told you, it refers to the subway of the Grand Central in New York, and which takes people to the Galesburg, Illinois of 1894. And our narrator, that is Charlie, it was this third level, it was a medium of escape from the harsh realities of the modern life. And this story, which is written by Jack Finney, it proves that the illogical thinking may not be useless. Whatever we are thinking which is not logical, but it cannot be useless, as it could have a large bearing on the future projections. Because whenever we are thinking, maybe it is illogical, but it is not useless, because we are thinking of our future, so it may have any future projections. And whatever fantasies which we are considering very, it's not correct, means not true, but it may become reality in the present or in future. Okay, so now I hope this lesson is clear to you. So now we'll be meeting in the next session with a new lesson, that is the Tiger King. Till then, goodbye.